Do you sometimes feel guilty of not being able to do things that extroverted people are able to just because you're an introvert? Are you also sick and tired of the low-key feeling that you're forcing yourself to do something that you don't want to, or are not second nature to your personality, but just because that's the only way to move ahead in life? If these are the questions that are running in your mind, well, this video is for you. I've always been an introverted music producer. I like sitting idle with my thoughts in a room. There's nothing wrong of being an introvert. That doesn't mean that you're antisocial. You're just deriving energy from within. You're deriving energy from the depths and the inspiration that you have throughout the day when you're sitting idle with your thoughts. But for an introverted artist, the most challenging part, in my opinion, is the acceptance part of it. Accepting to embrace the solitude nature that you have. I have 3 major things that help me through my creation process being an introvert, and probably it might be helpful for you too. One of the greatest gifts of being an introverted artist is the ability to observe. Now that's something in my mind is a superpower. You have the ability to observe the finer details of things in life that others might miss. Now I'm not saying that others don't observe, but you have an edge over the others. Because you sit idle most of the times, you derive pleasure of sitting with your thoughts, and you have the ability to take a step back and observe things from a larger perspective before you approach. And that just feeds your energy, and that creates a fuel for your artistic let out. It leads to a meaningful creation, and that is something which is priceless. This just reminds me of a beautiful quote that I read somewhere, and it says, "Don't underestimate me because I'm quiet. I know more than I say, think more than I speak, and observe more than you know." Being a musician, I've been bombarded with constant chatter of you need to go out there and play some instruments to be heard. You sit in your room all day. How will people ever discover you? And it makes you feel like shit. I mean, it makes you feel that you're not able to give your 100%, and it's something that the world demands, but you don't want to. I mean, you inherently don't really want to. Let me tell you, you don't need to do that. Any of it. You have the power of being you. You can create anything by yourself. You don't need a band. You don't need an audience to give you acceptance. You don't need social media temptations. You don't need to give into the social media trend just to be heard. You have the power of creation. You have the power of solitude. You just need to embrace that solitude and that solace to create amazing pieces of art. Because you know why? You spend more time creating rather than going out there and spending meaningless time with others. There's a very famous saying by Bruce Lee, and I might not be quoting verbatim, but it goes like, if you pour water into a cup, it becomes the cup. If you pour water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Be water, my friend. You have the power of adapting your own success. How do you define success as an introverted artist is completely different from the extroverted world. Playing or showcasing your creation in front of a sold-out stadium, or showcasing your creation in front of 5 people who are truly inspired by your work, are both forms of success. It just totally depends upon how you define it. I remember one of my songs had close to about 16 plays in the first week when I put it out on Spotify. And out of those 16, 15 were mine. And there was this one guy who's listening to the song from across the world. And I remember just truly jumping out of joy, because I always dreamt making music that would transcend global boundaries. I just have to just put my music so that people from across the world could listen. So I didn't define the number. If I had, then I would have definitely felt bad. You know your nature best, and you know your personality the best. So don't let anybody change that or manipulate it. Do what you love, and do it the way you love. You don't need to please others. You don't need to please anybody else. You keep on doing and finding the true happiness in your solitude. Embrace your introvertedness. In the end, I would say this: Embracing solitude amidst the ceaseless clamor of the world is nothing short of liberating in its grandeur and enlightening in its humblest essence. Thank you for joining today and embracing your introvertedness with me. I hope this was helpful. If you find this interesting, press that like button and subscribe to the channel so that it pushes to more people out there who are also going through these questions and this video can help them. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, cheers.